Roman. And Roman has been in the club 5 months. It seems like it's much longer than that. He's volunteered. He's an officer. He's sergeant at arms. And he's going to be talking this morning about different types of negotiating and different strategies that can be used in negotiating. The time is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. The title is Professional Distancing. Please help me welcome Roman.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters. And you can hear me, right? Good. So, we've all been in a situation where we're negotiating with someone, whether it's about some kind of a project or even if you're just at a grocery store or something not work related at all. And we always want to make sure that the end result is worth it and it's going to be successful. That's a win-win situation when both parties are going to succeed from this result, when the result is successful. However, I'm pretty sure you've been in situations where you end up, you end up pretty much trying and pursue the goal, trying to pursue the successful finish of that negotiation. And the other party wouldn't be interested, or they would push you onto something, or try and get some extra tasks, and so on and so forth. Yeah, the win-lose scenario, it is possible though to make it win-win. How? Walk away. Not the best advice, but it's true. There are plenty of agreements where walking away just solves it, honestly. Let's dive into some of the examples. My company was hired to help onto a project to one of the clients. There's a new client, and they wanted to help with networking and servers and their whole IT stuff in order to make sure that their stuff was working better, so they would have less mistakes and so on. We agreed. So we decided to on Monday we're starting. They kept playing it for like half a year. They were a good company, it was a good cause, and I just really wanted to get it done to make sure that the result would be successful. Okay, they kept postponing, but we still started. They kept changing their mind on the flight. And when people are changing their mind like that, you would go to them, hey, we did this, and it should work now. No, that's not what we meant, and so on and so forth. In the end, that was a terrible project. Yes, I was trying to make sure that the end result would be great, but we should have walked away a long time ago. Think about it for a second. If you were away from a project like that, instead of spending like half a year or more on it, you would go and finish it. The cancer would be cured, MLK and Gandhi would walk through next year. No, none of that would happen. What actually happened is we had to bail out, and we had to pretty much say, look, you owe us X amount of money. There's staff that needs to be paid for. What are you going to do with that? And that's pretty much how the whole project ended. What comes next is, here comes a thing. If we would finish the networking part and IT stuff, their staff would still bail out on them. The very staff at this organization complained about their manager to higher up organization, and they pretty much ended up walking away. The whole organization pretty much almost ceased to desist whatsoever. As you can see, as much as I was trying to make sure that the project would be resolved, it never could have been a result from the beginning. In situations like that, that's where you want to just walk away, because you end up just wasting your time instead of helping others. You end up not just wasting everyone's time, but also everyone's effort and their time as well. And not just the clients, but your crew itself, because they're going to be relying on you and they're going to trust you that the project can be done. Now, what I do recommend is, if you look at some of the business incubators and business accelerators, they have a time period of 3 months. If you start a business just pretty much starting it up and you're going over there, you have 3 months in that accelerator. During those 3 months, you taught many different ideas and techniques. The mentors are guiding you towards what can be adjusted, what you should focus on, and so on. In 3 months, that's it. Yes, some of those businesses, majority of the businesses don't make money by the end of those 3 months, but the educational period ends up over there. That's pretty much the end date. That's where you know what you're gonna have to do next, what you need to look at, how you're gonna achieve your goals. Same goes in here. There's sometimes when the negotiations go on, and they just ended up feeling like toxic or super overly toxic, just put a deadline on that. Just like, for example, 3 months. Just make sure that if negotiations keep on going for 3 months and nothing can be got resolved, and the other party, even if you're interested yourself in finishing up, even if you're not invested in financially, but mentally, emotionally, you wanted to get it done. When it past a certain day and you can see that the other party doesn't do anything, just bail out. You're gonna save everyone's time, and not just your own, but theirs as well, everyone who relies on the project, and you're cured. Not the best strategy to advise, but believe me, it's gonna help a lot. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters.